damage-prone daredevil. You're getting battered and bruised, brutally battling Auntie's enemies. So we're honoring your sacrifice by winning the war on high prices. Welcome to Bonnie's Barely Above Board Battlefield Bazaar, brought to you by Auntie's Choice. We know consumers are highly discerning in how they spend their bits in an active war zone, and I really appreciate you dodging literal bullets to bring me your business. And to show my gratitude, I'm offering you and only you a one-of-a-kind, once-in-a-lifetime, exclusively discounted rate of 4/5 of Auntie's standard profiteering rate. Only so long as you tell nobody of this amazing offer. If everybody got that deep a discount, I'd go out of business for sure. So what will you be buying today?
Well, hello there, consumer. If you haven't yet, you should be sure to avail yourself of our retail opportunities downstairs. You here for the view? Of course. I've seen about every meter of this rock by one means or another. So if you're looking to bargain, I'm sure I've got info for you. Say 250 bits per location. It landed over by some particularly aggressive creepy crawlies. I'll mark it for you. Checking that the cables I patched are staying together. When that big old gun downstairs was working, it rattled the wiring in the walls, so sometimes the lines short out. They bled us with constant shelling for the better part of 3 months, and it barely earned us a few dozen kilometers. Truth be told, I never thought we'd make it. Those sovereign sanctions can reach all the way across Golden Ridge. They rain shells the size of crabbles on us day and night. They made the invasion stall about 5 kilometers away and would have ground us to dust if the cannons hadn't stopped and the Protectorate retreated. At first we thought it was a trap, that they'd start shelling again as soon as we popped our heads up, but there was nothing. We basically walked the rest of the way here. We didn't find out why until we got here and learned the Protectorate wasn't. The Protectorate hightailed it. They decided that if the Order was going to splinter off on its own, then it could fuel its own army and fight its own battles. Those Protectorate bootlicks took everything not nailed down, leaving the Order to try and figure out how to wage war with no gear and almost no know-how. It took them weeks to rally, and by then we owned most of Golden Ridge. If Andy'd only send a few thousand more troops, we'd shove them completely off this rock. Of course, I've seen about every meter of this rock by one means or another. So if you're looking to bargain, I'm sure I've got info for you. Say 250 bits per location. Uh-huh. Back again, consumer? I didn't realize we had more to say to each other. Why are you back? It used to be comms and observation for the Protectorate. They watched us get hammered by their huge guns and laughed as we scrambled to dig into that cruel, pitiless dirt. They bled us with constant shelling for those sovereigns. They made the invasion stall about 5, like someone up here flipped a switch. 1 second our lives were pain and fear and death, and the next all was quiet. No more shelling, no more shooting. At first we thought it was a trap. We didn't find out why until we got it. The Protectorate hightailed. Those Protectorate, it took them weeks to rally, and by then we owned most of Golden Ridge. If Andy don't... Of course, I've seen about... The last is a pretty little place I like to call the Crystal Overlook. Can't miss them. Uh-huh.
Damage-prone daredevil, you're getting battered and bruised, brutally battling Antony's enemies. So we're honoring your sacrifice by winning the war on high prices.
Can't say I was expecting to see anyone else in these parts for a good long while. Hello, friend. Welcome to the most beautiful half-built landing platform on all of Dorado. Simple, friend. You see any sergeants barking orders? Any of those spidery crystal critters lurking in the rocks? Any order forces storming the area? No, you do not. The perfect blend of just close enough to the base to be safe, but not close enough for any officers to get nosy. And I still get paid the same as if I was a frontliner. Ah, there's the real beauty of it. They won't. The Order's anti-air guns are a damn sight better than we expected. There's no reason to finish the landing pad on account of nothing can land. Command won't go back to building it until the war is won. Then I'm in no danger of being shot anyways. Maybe I'll even get a promotion for doing such a good job keeping this place safe. Oh, no doubt about it, friend. They've been blasting our landing craft out of the sky right, left, and center. I can't even imagine the total cost of it all. But as long as my bits keep rolling in, why should I care? Someone else is getting demoted for that, not me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to get back to my favorite pastime, doing absolutely nothing and getting paid for it. Feel free to look around. As long as I don't see you taking or breaking things, it ain't my problem. Takes all sorts.
If you're planning on heading into that cave, I recommend finding some other place to practice your big game hunting. It's a mite dangerous even for pros, let alone amateurs. A lot. And the arachnid kind. Big, spider-like critter, mean as all get out. They ain't dumb neither. You gotta be on your toes to fight one of them. With their razor-sharp claws and gleaming carapace, arachnids possess a terrifying kind of beauty. They really are the apex predator of this world.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Careful! That cave is chock full of arachnids. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Careful! That cave is chock full of arachnids. I'd stay away if I were you.
There, Commander.
Anyone else here? Back in business.
Stop for a medic.
To the rescue! Sight unseen! Let's get you healed! Easy with the fratricide!
when we help you with whatever it is that needs doing, will you be on your way?
Be on my way? Whatever for? The improbable situations the commander continually leads us into are exactly my kind of chaos. Besides, I find the anxiety I seem to cause you delightful.
Try to wind me up all you like, but it won't work. You know Auntie's Choice trained us well to withstand all manner of emotional torture.
Oh, that's why they force you to continually listen to their ridiculous advertisements. That's brilliant. I knew there had to be more to that inanity than was readily apparent.
I'm glad you're back. Getting the first auto dock running again has been helpful. Lovely. Every coil gets us that much closer to saving these lives. Fantastic. That is enough to repair another auto dock. This will set us up for a long while. Not that many more, and we'll be able to tend to the rest of the wounded. Still, if you find any more, please bring them my way. It would be marvelous to have spares. Welcome back. With your help, we've nearly got our last auto dock functioning again. Tell me how... well, it's...
Armageddon go-getter.
I'm offering deals.
Back again, consumer? I didn't realize we had more...